Okay, the crew is now working on the back door of the vehicle. We're starting to spread the door away from the vehicle to get into the hinges and to remove the door from the vehicle. And the firefighters have been able to remove the door from the hinge, what we call the nadir pin, which holds the door in place and prevents the door from swinging open when you're driving, and also what allows the door to be locked. They're now in with what we call the yoke cutters, cutting the hinges to remove the door completely. Firefighters cut the top hinge already. They're going to get ready to cut the bottom hinge, and then we'll be taking out the B post. The reason why it's called the B post, every post has a letter designated to it based on the alphabet. The very first post towards the front of the vehicle where the windshield is called the A post. So it goes the A post, the B post, the post in the back of the car that we're going to cut to take the back of the roof off is called the C post. Firefighters are taking the door off, and they're now going to work on taking the B post out completely so we can start taking the roof off. For demonstration purposes tonight, as you can see, we're just doing one action at a time. Normally on an actual vehicle rescue and entrapment, once the rescue gets there and we set up the second set of tools, we would have multiple firefighters in service cutting the posts, cutting the roof off at the same time we're taking the doors off. We don't wait for one task to be done, we multitask at the same time, because the objective is to get you out as quickly and safely as possible so you can get treated for your injuries at the hospital. As you can see, if you were here for the earlier demonstration, every extrication is different, every extrication is unique to what we have to do to make the rescue work. Sometimes things will cut real easily, sometimes things cut real hard. As you can see by our demonstration, sometimes, depending on the way the vehicle was hit in the accident, it makes it very difficult for us to do our job. Okay, now that we've taken the B-post out, we're going to have both crews working at the same time to cut the posts. First, we're going to cut the front post, and then we're going to take the back post off, the C-post. What we need to make sure when we are taking the roof off, we need to make sure we have firefighters stationed on each side of the vehicle to hold the roof up. Because once we cut it away from the vehicle, it is now freestanding, and we do not want it to drop onto the people inside the car that we're trying to get out. Okay, the A-posts have been cut. As you can see, we have firefighters holding the front of the roof up. The firefighters now are on the back of the vehicle doing the extrication and cutting what we call the C-post at this time. Okay, the firefighters are finishing up their second cuts. Okay, we have 3 of the 4 cuts made. We have made the 4th cut. The firefighter's going to put the tool down, and then they're going to walk the roof away from the vehicle so that we do not drop it onto the individuals. Okay, so see they're walking it away, and we now have complete access to the individuals in the car. As you can see, we have taken both front doors and back doors off. We've taken both the middle post and the B-post off, and we have taken the roof off. We now have complete unobstructed access to the individuals in the car that were trapped from the accident. Ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our rescue demonstration for the evening. How about a round of applause for the firefighters that did the work here? Again, we are all volunteer firefighters for Springfield Township. We dedicate our time 24/7 to this township to protect your lives and property. So again, thank you very much for coming out this evening to our annual open house. We hope you enjoyed yourselves, and we look forward to seeing you guys again next year.